All right. So, Toadies, right? Toadies, when this was out, it was humongous. In our station, back in my rock days, we were playing the crap out of this. And they are humongous in the state of Texas. No, like, you can't do anything around a Toadies concert in the state of Texas. I still think we're still doing it, Kurt. I want to say the Toadies are still doing it. But that song is, if you get into the lyrics of that song, very cryptic song, but as you were saying, great song. But I love the Toadies, and yes, they have more hits than just that song.
There's a couple of good songs on that CD.
Hits? I shouldn't say hits.
They were hits, but they were good songs.
Songs. They have more songs than that.
There you go. All right, probably better than the weekend we had, though.
I was gonna say the one thing they're better at than you guys
picking games.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. That's our mark here on this show. We don't pick well, and you guys go against us, and you're gonna win.
And Kurt is in not rare form, in total form. Kurt is in perfected form right now, as he got one right, and the one he got right, he had no reason why he picked it, and all the ones where he had reasons for, he got dead wrong. Oh, who we had, gentlemen, one of our favorite segments to do on a Monday. Other sports shows, they make their picks for the weekend, and they run and hide and never tell you where they were right or where they were wrong. Well, they will tell you where they were right all of a sudden, but then they won't tell you where they were wrong. Not this show. That's not how we roll. Starting with OSU versus PSU. Ohio State against Penn State.
I think you're the only one who picked this.
I was the only one. I'm not happy about it. I just know
Indiana boy picking an Ohio school.
I hate Ohio State. Hate them. The Buckeyes think the water tastes better in Columbus, and I'm not
Franklin
with it.
Couldn't beat them.
That's where I went with my bet. I knew that coach in Penn State always gets to November unbeaten, and then all of a sudden has to play Michigan or Ohio State. And what do you know? 20-13 later, Nittany Lions suffer their first loss of the season, and Ohio State got thinking playoffs once again with a big win. For some reason, you guys picked Penn State, but I went Ohio State.
Defense played well. The offense just stinks. I just grew up watching really good 80s, 90s, watching Penn State always seemed to have good running backs.
That is a nasty O-line for Ohio State.
Yeah.
Nasty.
They're grown-ass men. They're probably 60-year seniors.
$20 million team right there. Yeah. $20 million NIL.
Best team, money combined. Or best O-line.
Ohio State still has Michigan, obviously, end of the season. But a big one that's coming down the pipe, Indiana University in the shoe. I never would have thought that would be a humongous
Broke
game.
The top 10 this week.
Oh, yeah. Indiana University, the Hoosiers are rolling. See if they can roll into Buckeye land.
We can get Dakich on, talk some Indiana football.
Oh, Dakich.
He owes me. I've been on his show a lot.
He has been red hot on these Indiana Hoosiers and this football team. So, yeah, Dakich would definitely have something to say on that front. UConn football, boys, -7 against Georgia State. I don't know how to say this, but everyone wins except for, I guess, or everyone loses. Yeah, it's a total push, except for me. I was the one bold enough to say dump 10 points.
Oh.
And Dib stuck with the line of -7.
I don't like those double digits.
Kurt took the points at +7. If only there was a half. That's why you have the half. Half gives you a winner or a loser.
Even if I'm a loser, UConn still won. They still held on to win that football game. Just some bad decisions in the second half, loosening up the defense a little bit when you have a big lead. I'm never a big fan of that.
It's tough throwing. Got to throw the football, man. Got to throw the football, dude. I don't know how we're winning these games without being able to throw the football.
Defense.
Yeah, that is right.
Defense. But you were right.
What?
Your scouting report, you were perfect. They're going to score a lot of points. Yeah. They're going to give up more.
Mm-hmm.
We got to 30 first. So 34-27. So we got the lead, and we're able to hold them off in the fourth quarter onslaught.
Georgia State has some really good individual players.
Right.
Like that Hurst kid on the outside, wide receiver. I'm still a fan of their tight end, Fleming. Swint, number 9, the defensive end. He's a rock star. But the problem is they're just like us as far as their roster goes. They got all these transfers, but they don't have a head coach there for 3 years. This is the first-year head coach. So they're all kind of trying to figure it out. And it does take a little bit. And fortunately for us, we're a little bit ahead of schedule compared to Georgia State. 7 points to be exact. But good teams win, Dibs. Great teams cover. UConn, not a great team just yet. Just yet. It's getting there, though.
Toadies are playing after Christmas.
No way!
They got a tour going on. Little Rock, Houston, Fort Worth.
Stay in the South.
I'm telling you, that's their area, dude. That is their area.
College schools, they're probably kids still love because they're like college rock. You know,
they were back in the day when they were in college, and so were their fans. And
what was another band? Lit.
Lit was great. Lit was out there by California, where you were in L.A.
My only worst enemy.
Yeah, great song. Great song. We did pick some hockey, boys. I don't know if you guys remember this, but the Islanders were taking on the Rangers.
She's Sturkin's twerking.
Not only did you pick the Rangers, Dibs, not only did Kurt pick the Rangers, but we all picked the Rangers. 5-2. You are right. Shesterkin had it working. 5-2 win.
I like that better.
2 goals in the second was all the Islanders could get. And right now, 8-2-1 for your New York Rangers. Starting off the season pretty hot.
Because I think Dolan's out on tour. As long as
Dolan in the Blue Notes.
Really?
Dolan's out on tour.
A coincidence, I think
doing
not.
a bunch of airport lounges. He's out of here for a while.
Yeah, if he's out of the building, success is possible.
Just made gazillions. Billy Joel was at Madison Square Garden for a month or whatever. So, you know.
Our record now, when we all agree, up to 19-12-1. It's pretty good, guys.
But what's football? We're not great on football together.
Football's still 500.
Okay.
Football's still 500. So that's a flip a coin.
That's a coin flip.
That's a coin flip. But when it's not football and we all agree, this year you'd be making some money if you rolled with the Dibble Show. Houston at the Jets. Now, this was Thursday's show. Remember, this was before. We didn't pick this game after the fact. But Thursday Night Football, Darnell and Dibs went with the Houston Texans. Kurt said, for absolutely no reason, I don't know why I'm picking this, I'll take the Jets. Only one Kurt got right on the weekend was the one that, I mean, with the Rangers. You got the Rangers right.
But I had a reason for that. It's when I don't have a reason when you should go with me.
So true.
If I've got a reason, run the other way.
So true.
Run.
Let's stick with the NFL. I know I skipped what I skipped, but we'll stick with the NFL. Patriots at Tennessee. Oh, gosh. Patriots at Tennessee. Dibs, why do you keep going down the Patriots path? I
believe they're going to break the right way one of these games. I believe it. You know, the red, white, and blue, the Patriots. I don't even know why. Because I feel bad for the rookie head coach. I really do.
Gerard Mayo is having a tough run.
Good dude, man. They can't execute.
It does feel like he is so frustrated not being able to suit up, go out there.
I can't believe people are calling for him to be fired already.
I can.
Those Boston shows suck. Those talk shows suck.
And it's not because of him.
You don't want to follow a Hall of Famer. We know that. You don't want to follow a Hall of Famer, whether you're the quarterback or whether you're the head coach.
You don't want to be the guy that follows the guy. You want to be the guy that follows the guy that followed the guy.
Right. Because then nobody cares at that point.
Exactly. We've forgotten about
just
that
a guy.
Right. We've forgotten about that guy. We were worried about this other guy, and now the guy that's going to replace that guy, he's the guy. Dibs and Kurt both went Patriots. For some reason, I took the Titans. I really don't have much to say about that pick as far as, man, I was so right. You guys are so wrong. Other than that was luck.
Well, they are beat up.
Win in the end, and that's kind of how it shook out. If you watched the first 58 minutes of that ball game, God bless you. You're a true fan. It was brutal.
I think the lighthouse at the Patriots Stadium is a distraction. I think they shouldn't have built that there. That's
distracting their team.
It's distracting the Patriots.
Team, especially at practice.
Yep.
Can't figure.
So they used to talk about this at Mile High Stadium because I played there in the minor leagues. Never look at the undercarriage of the Bronco that was up there. It was bad luck.
Bad luck.
So, yeah. So
Something
never look. If you're a player, don't look at the lighthouse when you're on the field.
Don't go into that light.
That's right.
Don't
Carol
go
Ann.
into that light,
Nice.
Carol Ann. When we skipped over, UConn women's basketball taking on Fort Hays State. Would women's basketball score 100 points?
Would they run it up?
Kurt obviously got it wrong.
Damn it!
I got it wrong as well. Dibs got it right, saying they will not score 100 points. 89 is where they finished, right? It was 89.
It was 89-49. Ali Zabel, she's 2 for 10 from three, man. Zabel.
She's getting worked in. That was her first Stores experience. You know, she's a rook coming in. She's going to figure it out.
And El Alfai, a -7 as far as plus minus.
9 rebounds, though. She's 6'5". That's what I like about El Alfai.
Right.
So, work in progress. What?
Yeah, no.
Just want her to stay healthy.
Yeah, Paige Beckers in particular.
Pray for health for this team, man.
Faux show. Now, one thing I did not know until I listened to Debbie Fisk and Bob Joyce on the broadcast, there's a couple of fifth-year seniors on this D2 Fort Hays bunch. I did not know about. If I would have known that, I would have gone different over the week. But
They were 7 for 25.
still, I still feel like UConn women should have scored at least 100 points in that affair. Now, we're missing AZ. We're missing a couple other people still.
KK. No KK Arnold.
I do like what we saw with Caitlin Chen, though. I think she can be a point guard. Without KK Arnold there, I think everything's fine. That was always a question mark.
Shade's a keeper, though. What a gamer.
Oh, yeah, she's a gamer. She's ready to go. Caden Samuels, I saw her wearing number 10. That's Nika's number. Wondering if there's a conversation about that.
Nice, Brady, man. You got a great shot. You got to be more confident around the basket. 15-footers, you got to be sinking those bad boys.
Ice Brady's coming into the situation where we're going to be leaning on you for a lot.
Right, but I don't know if we need you to pump threes.
Threes, no.
No, but
rebounds, yes.
0 for 4 around the paint in that 0 for 5 overall with the one missed three. She's
better
15
than this.
feet and in. You're the next big girl that's you gotta produce, because when we're playing like you said, South Carolina,
right,
USC, Stanford,
there's
some of
a lot tougher than Fort Hays.
There's going to be 2 6'4" girls that are pounding against you and Alphi, and you got to be better. That's what makes UConn champions.
So, Dibs, you were right on that one. I think you hit, I would say UConn -7. I mean, that was the score.
Are you going to give me that one?
I think you may have won the weekend. And, I mean, I got the Ohio State. You got the Penn State. Other than that, let's go to
better than the Cowboys.
I don't know if it was confirmed who's better, Freddie, or who would win in a fight to the death.
Slice-off?
A slice-off. Freddie Krueger, Jason, or Mike Myers.
5 blades against 1 blade.
I went with you as well with Freddie Krueger. Now,
what do you think, John Ashmead?
It was Kurt that went with Jason. You can break
between
the tie.
Jason, Freddie Krueger, and Mike Myers. Who do you think's the crazier dude?
Oh, Mike Myers.
Wow, he went the other way.
Right to Halloween.
The other way.
Yeah.
Still a tie, I guess, on that.
You don't
front.
like getting killed in your sleep, huh?
No.
Freddy Krueger in the dream?
All right.
All right.
Kurt, you're still on the hook for that one. You could have won that one. So, Dibs will give you the winning weekend. It wasn't a solid win, but a win nonetheless. Just like UConn beating Georgia State.
Win's a win.
A win's
Especially
a win.
for UConn. I agree with what Bob Joyce said last hour. UConn men's football in years past, especially last year, they lose that game. They find a way to lose those games. Now we're winning those games, and I just think that's dog check. Mm-hmm. Dog check. It's not shake your keys. It's dog check. I'll take the dog check any day.
So we're scheduled to have the athletic director David Benedict on tomorrow.
I'm going to get into him.
Are we going to get into third down
absolutely.
action?
The third down action with the Guns N' Roses has to go. That's the first thing.
But you like the noises instead of the songs, instead of doing something, putting something together that's ours.
Kurt's idea is some kind of Pratt Whitney jet engine, something that is a football moniker to go the next 10 years.
What about a bunch of Huskies howling?
That's fine.
They
I like
did
that.
a couple years ago. They did do that.
Let's do that again.
They would have the Huskies going wild. Why don't you bring that back?
And sample it. Put it with something.
You know what happened is I think they were superstitious. They saw the Huskies getting ready to tear something apart. It's a little too much, I think, for some of the people to stomach. I could see a Husky ripping some animal apart. I have no problem with that. But not a lot of the fans, I think, could stomach that.
Well, that's why we went with the new mascot a few years ago, because the fluffy Husky was too nice with his tongue out.
But now
we got the mean Jonathan.
The new Jonathan looks like it's got a burglar mask on. It looks like it's a meaner, tougher Husky. And I think we've got to be meaner and tougher, man. We can't be Guns N' Roses from the 80s, man, and Shake Your Keys and stuff. Dude, I'm not pulling up in a freaking Ford LTD station wagon anymore, right? You gotta
Doing
stop
the
that
beginning,
crap.
I know. Is it Byron Jones that does the dog check video that's in there throwing trash cans in the locker room that they play in the fourth
think
quarter?
so.
I think it is Byron Jones. I don't know.
We're missing something.
We're missing something.
We're missing
there.
something. The crowds are getting better.
We got a full year now to think about this.
and
No
listen,
more home games.
I sit with some old fuddy-duddy season ticket holders.
And they even hate it.
And they hate it. And I got one guy's got the fake mohawk on, and you got all these other guys from the 60s and 70s that are out there. And it's just like, the young crowd that's behind me that are looking to, like, throw these season ticket holders out of the way and run on the field. I feel them from behind.
They shaking their keys?
They ain't shaking their
ain't
damn
shaking their
keys.
keys?
No one has a keychain. No one has a keychain anymore.
Students get busted. They don't have
They have key cards. Everybody's got a key card. They flash it, they get in. They flash it, they flash an ID, they get in. Nobody's got keys.
What if we knock our key cards together like the noise?
All right, when's the last time you saw a key at a hotel? Even at a smaller like Marriott.
If you're giving me an actual
key card
at the hotel,
you're not getting a dirty key after COVID.
Oh God! If I get a key,
and I honestly think money. I think we should get rid of change. We don't need damn change anymore.
shake your chain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what would make noise though for the third down.
Well, I'll even take cowbell.
Yeah.
I'll take something.
Can't do
better.
cowbell.
No, but you could do
Mississippi
more
State's got
cowbell with the ELO Saturday Night Live thing.
Yeah, they do that though. Other places.
All
We
right,
are a
We're
dairy.
gonna steal something. Let's steal something good.
It's a dairy barn. It is somewhat cow
Yeah.
action. I don't know.
How about a bunch of cows mooing?
No.
How about some angry cows?
No, there's no angry cow.
Okay, all right.
They didn't make a movie
Don't get
about
angry at
cocaine
me,
cow.
man. I'm just throwing out suggestions. Don't shoot the
I
messenger.
do like the Pratt and Whitney tie-in.
I do,
like
with
that
the
a
jet
little bit.
engine.
Yeah. I don't know if we could do the dogs. I don't know.
They did the dogs a couple years ago.
Did they?
They did. They used to have a bunch of wild huskies going crazy, and then they got rid of it.
Oh, that's what you're saying they were so afraid of.
Oh no! Oh, we can't have a pack of wild dogs out here. Let's shake your keys.
Dude, they need to go ask the people at New Haven. The Chargers with the all charged up thing on third down. Like, I know it sounds cheesy and corny in here, but it gets you all charged up.
Let's ask Jim Moore what he wants. If Jim Moore thinks that the Guns N' Roses is helping the football team, I'm fine with that. But if he thinks, man, that's just corny.
Now, when we pull up with the Husky Walk, when the buses come in, they let the football team out, and they're walking to their locker room. Welcome to the Jungle is what is played when they walk out of the bus, too. And I've wondered who came up with that. Like, was that ran by Jim Moore and the coaching staff? Or was that something that we
says
did?
that's 25 years old.
But I think he's talking about the third down. I don't know if that also the Welcome to the Jungle at the Husky Walk is also as old.
All right, how about this? Ask anybody in the student body if they know who Axl Rose is or Guns N' Roses.
That is
who is Slash.
I think you got
Okay.
your winning argument right
So
now.
they're going to come up with 21 Savage and Drake and all. That's what they're listening to.
Who would they think Axl Rose is? Like, what name would they throw?
Exactly.
They would say, I don't know this old woman.
Would you?
I don't know who this old woman is.
Who is that old woman?
Who is this old
Just
woman?
was up on stage with Billy Joel in Madison Square Garden.
God bless him.
I know. I know. And he's 50 pounds heavier than he was in the 80s. So that's just what I'm saying, man. It's tired. It's time for something else that these kids can identify with.
We got a whole
By the way,
year.
student section, non-existent.
No, bad showing.
Non-existent.
Bad showing.
So
Mad at you guys. Wednesday, they got a chance to redeem themselves. Sacred Heart coming to Gamble. I'm sure the place is going to be packed.
All right, we're on Cole Watch. There's another 38 minutes if Garrett Cole is going to stay as a Yankee or not. We'll talk about some of the other hot stuff. We got a lot of great free agents, including Juan Soto. Juan Soto staying in New York as he may be going over to the other side and going to the Mets. Red Sox have money, man. They've been saving up, man. They haven't paid for like Mookie Betts and, all these other guys. So Juan Soto going to be a Red Sox. We'll talk about it next. Hot Stove on the Rob Dibble Show. Ben Darnell in your afternoon drive. Everybody, happy Monday to you.